Good morning, I'm PolarizedMoon and welcome to Casual Friday, the day where I play casual games in casual clothes. Today I'm playing a game called Soul Gambler. It's a game I have on Steam. I remember how I got it. It's been floating around my Steam profile for a while and it's Spooktober, so I decided to, hey, this looks fairly spook-themed, so I thought, hey, why not get in and play it? So new game, yes please. Preface. What's the preface? What? Hello? Oh, I hear things. Am I supposed to... Oh, I was supposed to click. In my life, nothing has ever happened. Nothing has ever changed. All days looked exactly the same. I used to think I would graduate and get an exciting job in a big company, but I ended up settling in the first depressing office that accepted me. After all, no matter how mediocre I was, most of my colleagues could not even manage to get a job like this. Faust, what's the status of the reports? I'm finishing them. They should be ready already. One other thing, later in the afternoon, an employee will come to perform an assessment on you. Okay. I spent the afternoon dawdling, pretending that it mattered to me, finishing my work. Then, the HR employee arrived. I wasn't excited at all for this assessment, so I would accept any excuse in order not to finish these damn reports. Hi, are you Faust? Faust, of course this character's name is Faust. Hi, you're Faust, right? The one and only. Is it just me, or do these characters kind of look like the more recent, like Scooby-Doo characters? Is that, is that just me? The one and only. Could you fill out this form for me? Sure, why not? Let's get one on each. And I have two left. Intelligence and... make people do what he wants, how strong and healthy he is. As likable... See, I don't know anything about this game other than it's kind of spooky-ish. So, I don't know which of these are important. So, let's go with, health? Nah, let's go manipulation. That sounds good, right? Also, I don't know, but I think the bottom of this game is chopped off. I'm not sure. Because everything has, like, this bounding box, but it's not on the bottom. And then I probably cropped this so that you can't see it. But, like, up here, there's, like, this big black empty space up at the top. I think the game is shifted down a little bit. But everything down here seems to be in the right position. So... Soul? Okay. Were you born on the same day as my son? It's only a 1 in 365 chance. Not much of a coincidence. Okay, that's all I need, thank you. As I do every day, I left for work and went to the bus stop. The bus stop had even less people that day. It was just me and an old lady. She wore strange clothes, an awkward mix between a gypsy, a beggar, and a mad professor.
It seems that your day wasn't very pleasant, boy.
You can say that.
I see your future. Yes, your future is promising. Just let me read your fortune. Give me a few coins and I will reveal your future.
Sure. Why not? She took my hand and looked at it deeply.
Interesting. I see that your life does not make you happy. Your life is not a life of pain and suffering. Your life is rather boring and nothing seems to happen. Everything looks the same. But in the very near future, I see an opportunity that could change everything. Oh, yes. I see here. I see that if you do not accept your destiny, something terrible will happen to you. Very scary indeed, but what is this opportunity?
Oh, wait. That's me. Very scary indeed, but what is this opportunity of which you speak?
A pact. The opportunity to make a pact with your inner demon and sell your soul. The soul has the power to alter the fabric of reality.
Sell my soul? Okay. Let's say I do this. What do I get in return? Wisdom? Money? Fresh fruits? I felt a strange sense of vertigo. In the blink of an eye, everything around me was different. I was still at the bus stop, but it was the same place, but it was in a dark and twisted version of it. It looked like something created by an artist with a macabre taste. Women and money are among the most common wishes concerning the fresh fruits. They may also be arranged. Let's go with What is this place? This place is exactly the same. What has changed is your perception of reality. What has happened? You are awake. You can see a reality that is beyond what meets the eye. Who are you? I'll be your guide. I'm here to help, advise, and comfort. Great! You're one of the few chosen ones who have the privilege of possessing the power to transform your wishes into reality. This seems too good to be true. Indeed. But everything has its right price. And what you need to sacrifice is what you get is your soul. I'm listening. Sure, why not? This seems like the kind of guy who would give up everything. Exciting, is it not? Upon making this pact, you will be granted access to a powerful mystical being. He'll be able to fulfill your wishes. Men are used to calling demon those creatures they consider evil, but this is not the case. He will only want to give you what you ask. It's up to you to accept the use of energy to soul to make these wishes. You can make the pact to access your demon, and this will not cost you anything. However, if you accept what he offers, you will have to give up part of your soul in exchange for your wish. I looked at my hand and realized I was holding a dagger. To make the pact, you have to make a cut in your hand. If you prefer to continue living an empty and dull life as you have been living until this day, just let the dagger fall. I closed my eyes, took a deep breath, and I made the cut. Oddly enough, I felt no pain. Instead of blood, a light poured from the cut of my hand, leaving a scar with a bright blue color in the palm of my hand. I felt a sense of vertigo and the bus stop was back to normal. So, I guess this is what the soul thing is. So what happens if I use all my soul?
This blue line represents your soul. The shorter the line, the less soul you have left.
She startled me. I had forgotten about that awkward old lady. What happens when my soul line ends? I die?
It does not work necessarily like that.
I still can't believe this is all real.
Okay, try it out. You do want to know what happens, right?
That weird woman took a mirror from her purse and showed... From her purse? She took that mirror from her purse. That mirror. That huge mirror. I'm calling shenanigans on that one. Oh, hi. Hello. I was surprised when I noticed it was not my reflection I was seeing in the mirror, but it was me, no doubt, but in a different version of myself. A simpler version. More binary. Made of raw desire.
Your reflection will be your channel of communication between you and your inner demon.
For 1% of your soul, I can make this bus arrive early. It was frightening to see what distorted version of my reflection, charging a part of my soul for something so trivial.
So what is your answer?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Well, anyway, I'm sure there will be some opportunities. Oh my, this head of mine, I'm getting old. I'm not even at the bus stop where I need to be. Good luck, young man.
She walked away and I stayed there, waiting for the bus to arrive. That night, a diehard. Oh, I feel like I should be reading this in like one of those crime noir. That night, it took a while to sleep. I was thinking about everything that happened that day. But he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would have that. He feels like the kind of guy who would have like a regular voice. What have I done? Once again, I saw myself in a dark version of reality. I see you made the pact. I can feel the mark on you. Have you decided what will be your first wish? I have some ideas. I'm curious to see what you're going to wish. Now tell me now, I do not want to spoil the surprise. But if I might, I would like to make a small suggestion. You're not very strong. Have you thought about how it would be to have a better body? The healthy and strong body of an Olympic athlete would look great on you. For 10% of your soul, I can make as strong and healthy as an athlete. Nah, he also doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would want that either. I'm kind of going on how he feels. He feels boring, but he never said anything about feeling weak or anything like that. You know best. This kind of change could be useful. I think you should just rest and relax. Your life will be hardly as dull as it was before. See you soon. Bye-bye. In the blink of an eye, she was gone. I was in the real world again. It was late and I decided to sleep. Chapter 1, The Game. It was another awful day at the office.
Faust, you're falling behind in your schedule. I need you to catch up immediately. Stay here until you finish everything.
But
what?
What happens if I... Okay, so here's the thing. He now has this power to transfer his soul for whatever he wants. He doesn't like this job, so now he's got this power that could change it. So I have a feeling he would do this. And what happens if I don't stay? If you don't stay, you can use that spare time to do something special, like looking for a new job. I hated the situation. I knew he wasn't bluffing. I could not afford to lose my job. Not now. Okay, boss, I'll stay. Each minute took hours to pass. I was the only person there, and I hadn't gotten through half of what I had to do yet. Why me? Why, you ask? Because you want to, that's why. You could transform your boss into a camel if you want. Oh my gosh, look at the computer screen. It's a screaming face. Or this office into your very own harem. Instead, you choose to spend your days working a job you obviously hate. Okay, so here, I have a feeling this is where he would start using his power to change. For 3% of your soul, I can finish all your work. I call that a good offer. Yeah, no, that's not a good enough offer for me. So was your choice, Faust, your choice. In a glimpse, they were gone. Oh, that was the only choice I had? Oh, I'm gonna have to start using my soul here. Oh, damn, it's 9 PM already? I need to find a solution for this. Okay, so this one's highlighting my brain stuff, and I have more brain stuff, so I could use that. I stayed and began to work. I then had an insight and suddenly knew how to finish everything in no time. When the clock was 11 PM sharp, I had finished everything. Employee of the month. I got out of the office and went to the bus stop. I had lost the last bus of the night. Right now, my only option was wait for a cab. The night is young. Why don't you go out, relax, meet new and exciting people? Let me guess. You're taking me to a place where I pay for beer with my soul, right? You're such a silly boy. I had something else in mind. There's an interesting place, a nearby pub. Why don't you go somewhere else to have fun and relax? That's not a bad idea. Sure, why not? Since you are going, I think it's better to warn you. There's a special girl in this club. There's always special girls in these places, but not like this. We could say that she is your soulmate? Or one of them, at least. I don't believe in those things. There are many soulmates for each person. Meeting a soulmate is a life-changing experience. A soulmate compels you to become your true self. The very best of the very worst of your oneself. Believing or not, go down the street, you will find the pub. As always, the world came back to normal and she was gone. Okay, it's decided, let's go to the pub. I found the pub and went in. It was an odd place with odd people. I stood there and tried to find out where the special girl could be. The place was crowded. Pretty strange, considering it was midweek. I saw many girls, but none of them really caught my attention. So I decided to stop trying and find her and have a drink. Hey, fellow, what do you want to drink? Let's see. He doesn't seem like a beer guy. He doesn't seem like a whiskey guy either. A Cooper Libre. Let's try sake. There you go, fella. Thanks. I kept scanning the place where I was sipping my drink. I wonder how many of these have a lasting impact on the story. But I couldn't find any girl who looked special to me. What am I doing here? I looked at the glass and saw myself. Then my reflex appeared. For 5% of your soul, I can show you who your soulmate is. I'm gonna use my first soul to find my soulmate. As soon as I rose my eyes from the glass, I saw her. There she was, walking in my direction. Seeing is believing. She was my soulmate. Perfect match for the man I always wanted to be. The man I was destined to become. She was my soulmate. Do you know the difference between let me try it. Oh, what kind of voice would I give her? Do you know the difference between Soshu cake and Seishu cake? No. There is one? Soshu cake is distilled. Where'd you learn that? Saw it in a game. Never saw you here before. What's your name? Faust. Just like in Goth's story. Funny thing, my name is there too. I'm Peg, short for Margaret. Nice to meet you, Peg. Nice to meet you, too. Tell me, how'd you end up here? I was looking for you. I mean, technically that's not wrong. I need to relax a bit. This place is great for that. I work nearby. That's why I'm always around here. That's nice to know. What do you do? I scribble other people's skins. I'm a tattoo artist. And you? I'm an accountant. And what would you like to do? Oh, do you like what you do? It helps you pay the bills, doesn't it? Well, there's more to life than paying the bills. Many of my unemployed colleagues wouldn't agree with you. Not long ago, I was in the same situation you were, doing something I didn't like just because I had to. What did you do before? I was in the last year of law school. I left everything behind and decided to do something that could make me feel alive. Was that easy? It was a tough decision to make. My internship paid more than what I make today. And you understand that money is not so important when you need less than what you thought you needed. Not everyone is courageous as you are. Well, thanks. Tell me about you. What do you really want to do? I want to be my own boss, because that other boss guy is not fun. That's not a bad idea. To be independent is tempting. You choose what to do and when to do it. It's nice, isn't it? I liked our chat, but I really need to go. Why do you need to go? I'm tired. I know it may not look like it, but I'm the kind of person who goes to bed early. Come on, stay longer. I'm really enjoying this chat with you. I really like this too, but I'm really tired and with an annoying headache. We'll see some other day. Oh, I get how this works. The different types of pieces of story here, they progress differently depending on what my skills are. So that would have been different if my charisma was higher. You're not going to give me a goodbye kiss. If you don't, I'll have to go with you. And just a kiss, and then I'll go. She got close and kissed me. Her kiss felt good, a bit odd. It felt desperate, like she was into me a lot more than she would let me know. Was that good enough for a goodbye? I'll catch up with you some other day. I really have to go. Bye. Oh, Jesus. Will you let her go just like that? What did you want me to do? I can't force her. But she's your soulmate, even if she doesn't know it yet. It's becoming too complex. Shouldn't this all be easier? Isn't she my soulmate? It's complex because it's important. It's complex because it's fate. And with fate, things are never that simple. You can make this easier, you know. For 15% of soul, you can have her. I don't want to do it that way. I stayed there, drinking alone. Man, this is depressing. A woman dressed as she were 20 years younger were passing right next to me. She doesn't know how to take care of a cute boy like I... It's obvious she knew how to take care of a little bottle of vodka. If there's anything in my eyeball here to help me see it, I'm really grateful. Really, really grateful if you come with me. No, thank you. I paid the bill and got out of there. The next day, at the office... Faust! Have you done what I told you? Yes, here it is. Finally, something useful came from you. I knew I'd done much more than most people would do. One more day of torture and my week has reached its end. The next day I had a day off so I could rest a little. I was thinking about spending some time with my adorable bed when my phone rang. Hey Faust, what's up? Hey Wagner. Wagner. Hey Wagner, long time no see. Bro, what are you gonna do tomorrow besides your holiday sketch of the Sleeping Beauty? It's been some time since we played basketball together. Let's play some. I don't know. I have to check it out if I... Come on! We haven't seen each other in so long. It would just be nasty just to say no just like that. What do you say? Dude, let's go. Okay, then. Okay. You can count me in. Awesome! See you tomorrow, then. On the next day, in a not good mood at all, I went to the basketball court. Faust! Nice to see that you came, bro. This is Hog. He's gonna be playing with us. Yo, man, how you doing? I'm okay. Just, how are we gonna play? There's just 3 of us. How about me against you 2? If you think you can handle it. Don't you? Don't you? Let's make a bet. Let's turn things on, dude. You're on, dude. How much you wanna bet, Hog? 20 bucks? No, something better than that. 10% of the soul of the ones who lose. Ha. Very magical, dude. Let's bet a part of our souls then. So, Faust, you gonna run? You a yeller? How does he know about... See, how does people know about that? The game had begun and soon noticed why he did not bother to play alone. Hog was a much better player than any person I had met in my life. Looked like a couple of kids against a pro, and we didn't have the slightest chance. Nice to play with you guys. Come on, Faust. I'll give you a ride to your place. Oh, I actually did lose 10% of my soul. Oh, that's not good. Whoops, I forgot. I wasn't able to take what happened the day before out of my head. What the hell was that? Give 5% of your soul and answer your questions. Sure. What's your question? How did the hog know I'd made the pact? Some beings have the power to identify people who made the pact. Can I have that power too? You can give this power for 200% of your soul. Okay, it won't happen, that's for sure. What's your question? How can I have more than 100% of my soul? Yes, there are some ways to do that, and the most simple is betting. So you can replace parts of my soul like this, right? Your soul is unique. Parts of other souls will be... one will be betting will be used to make wishes. Your soul is unique in that what is done cannot be undone. Once you use your soul, it's lost forever and it'll become scarred. Scarred? What kind of scars are we talking about? The question is not about the same subject. For 5% of your soul, I can answer it. Yeah, I think I need to know. Your soul represents your will to live. The more you lose, the more lethargic and depressed you will feel. Understood. And what happens if I have nothing left of my soul? Before that, you will have committed suicide. What's your question? Who the hell is that hog guy? It's not clear for me. There's something that protecting him that does not allow me to see anything else. He is neither human nor demon. What is he then? I'm sure he's not an angel. Angels and demons are the same thing. Oh, there is absolutely no difference between them. Religions created that difference. He might be an illusion or a puppet. A puppet? There are rituals that allow you to reanimate corpses and use them as puppets. So for the puppet, it must be someone pulling the strings, right? Yes, that is correct. Some beings have the power to identify people who made the pact. I already read this part. I have no further questions. I used up a lot of my soul for that, but I wanted to know. I couldn't stop thinking about what happened. I need to know more about Hog. So I decided to investigate him. My investigation about Hog needed to begin as soon as possible. But I was already late for work. I needed to know more about Hog, so I skipped work that day. I went back to the court. I could talk to people around and see if they learned something about him. I saw my face reflected in blurry glass. My reflex quickly appeared before me. For 10% of your soul, I can tell where Hog's apartment is. Nah, I'll figure this one out by myself. In the street, there was a drunk woman leaning against a wall, an odd couple walking, and a quiet newsman. I also saw some kids playing on the court. I took a look and thought, whom should I ask first? The kids might know. I went to the court and asked the kids if they knew something about Hog. Hey, sup? Hey, guys, what's up? You know a guy called Hog? He plays in the same place. You've probably seen him around before. Get out. You see what we're playing, don't you see? Get out! We're playing, don't you see? I have never been so good with kids anyway. Well, I guess that didn't work out. Maybe the drunk woman. Is that the same drunk woman from before? I couldn't believe my eyes. I knew that drunk woman. I knew her a lot better than I would like to admit. Is there a face in this tree right here? Do you see that? It's like a big nose, eyes, eyebrow, hair, weird cheekbone, and a mouth. You guys seeing that? Or is that just me? I know you, cutie. No, yeah, I do. Yeah, I know you. You're that cute boy that tattoo girl left behind and said sad and blue, aren't you? Yeah, I need your help. Focus. Oh, wait a second. You're looking for me, weren't you? I was looking for you, cute. No, I'm looking for a guy called a Hog. Do you know him? Hog? What do you mean? You pig? Are you a... No, that's not what I meant. You dirty pig. I ran away from her for my own safety. Yeah. A couple could have seen a Hog around here, so I talked to them. I'm looking for a guy called Hog. Have you heard of him? I'm sorry, young man. Not from around here. The only thing we know is that there's the luckiest neighborhood in the city. What do you mean? In the last 6 months, 18 persons who live here won the lottery. It's true, we came here...
It's true, we came here just to raise our chances of winning the lottery.
That's very interesting. Some people say it's also a curse. Half the lottery winners committed suicide. Did they use up all of their soul to win the lottery? Too much money.
Too much money, but I think it got into their heads.
Won't happen to us, right, honey? Of course not, dear. Thanks for the information, I guess. Maybe the newsman knew something. Hi, maybe you can help me, sir? I need some information. Oh, yes, sir, young man, I have plenty of information. I have plenty of magazines and newspapers from the city and abroad. No, sir, I'm looking for a person. A guy called Hog. Hey, you, cop. I don't want... What do you want around here? I've never even heard about him. I know nothing. Cop. Lucky enough for you, I'm no cop. Hog owes me a lot of money. If you don't tell me right now what I want to know. No need for violence. I'll talk. I'll tell you about what do you want to know about him. Hog lives in an apartment over there. Apartment 71C. I swear to you, that's all I know. There we go. Man, of course it was the last person I checked. It went directly to Hog's apartment. I got into Hog's apartment. That was easy. The door was unlocked and there was no one there. On a table I saw some cocaine and some slices of pizza from yesterday. What kind of life is this? A little piece of paper caught my attention. With a list of few names and numbers written on it. I shivered. There were 2 names I knew on that list. My name was one of them, where was number 10 written next to it. The last name on the list was Wagner's. He was the only one who did not have a number beside the name. What'd I do? I call Wagner. Hello? Wagner, this is Faust. What's up, Faust? Sweet, dude. Man, you must get away out of town, man. Your life is in danger. What's all this fuzz, Faust? This is serious, man. I'm in Hog's apartment, man, and he has a list and your name is on it. What the hell are you doing in there? Doesn't matter, man. You must run away fast. I think you're overreacting. It's a table full of cocaine bags. I can assure you those are not for recreational purposes only. You have to trust me, man. Okay, I'm gonna spend some time at my parents' town. Great idea, just don't tell anyone where you're gonna go. Wagner is safe now. All I had left was me to go away. I had to face the problem to solve this once and for all. I took a walk and reached around the apartment, searched for anything that could help me knock Hog out. While searching for something to hit him with, a bottle called my attention. I recognized the bottle. It was the same medicine my ex-girlfriend used to get to go to sleep. I remember that after taking the medicine, it didn't take her more than a half hour to get fully asleep. 4 or 5 pills would be more to make Hog fall asleep. It's the cocaine. I heard some steps in the corridor towards the door. Hog was coming. I need to do something. I've decided to hide. With a click, the door was opened. Hog got in. He scratched his nose and walked towards the table. He grabbed a slice of pizza less politely than I would expect. Ate it, just like a hog. Maybe that's how he got that nickname. After he slices the pizza, he sat on this couch and smiled. I know you ate it fast. Come out. You have a lot of explaining to do. Dead people don't need explanation. Everything happens so fast. Have I gone too far? Should I have kept myself happy with the life I had? Damn forsaken pact. The darkness was so comfortable. Perhaps after a time of darkness, a white calm and light would come. I felt that it was not my time yet. No, I had to stay alive. Oh, I got shot, I guess. Whew, boy. After a dreamless sleep, I woke up in the hospital. You're awake. How are you feeling? A little dizzy. What happened? You had received a strong blow to your head. Apparently you were assaulted. Can't you remember anything? Yes, I remember the blow. You will be discharged in a few hours. I recommend you stay a few days at home, resting. Considering all that had happened, the last thing I want to do is stay at home and rest. Oh, the twist. Skeptical. That's... that is what it was. I never thought I would get entangled in a web with crazy old woman, lone shark, reflex, a ghostly seductress, and weird people who bet on souls. Went to my secret place, the place I go when I need to be alone, when I really need to think about me and my life. Being located in a great plain over the city, enjoyed a wonderful sunset view. For some reason, looking at the sun made my thoughts cleaner. More than once, I caught myself talking to the sun, and somehow it answered me. This is all just crazy. What should I do? I really don't know what this is all about. Nothing's ever that simple, my boy. I like that place because no one used to go there. The old man caught me by surprise. He was sinister. He could be anyone, but his face is something just unsettling his eyes. One was green and the other was brown. Would you like some service from an older soul? Yes, of course. You're good-mannered. That's good, my boy. Very good. You've chosen quite a nice place to I had heard bad coughs before, but nothing like that. When I saw it happen, he would cover his mouth is stained with his own blood. We need to get you to the hospital. I'm okay, calm down. Does it bother you if I smoke? He chose to cure his coughing with smoke. Hey, that's gonna kill you. I'll eventually die anyway, so no matter what. Smoking a single cigarette won't make any difference to death. Be honest, I don't smoke. A pack of cigarettes appeared in my pocket, and suddenly I'm smoking. Never heard of a non-smoker who carries a pack of cigarettes in his pocket before. It's like you had never heard of someone who sold his... Coughing was heavier this time. There was even more blood before than his hand. You really should go to a hospital, mister. Really? To do what? Tired of hospitals. Don't worry about me. Death is not so bad after all. I'll be straightforward with you. You made the pact. Yes, I did. Now, how do you feel about these new opportunities? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Pact is not that bad, because I can get anything I want. That's one way to address the situation. You want something a lot more valuable than that. What do you mean? Your reflex. It isn't the same, right? I think I'm saying a demon who makes my wishes come true. Doesn't seem so nice to me. I wouldn't call him a demon. It's neither good nor bad. It's just what it is. It's your will, your reflex. If he doesn't want to harm me, why is he so interested in my soul? It's not like that. Your soul is the price to alter the fabric of reality. The reflex offers the price you have to pay to do that. I don't understand. Why is the price of everything so high? Even simple things have a high price. You have a big urge to make things happen. Things which shall come naturally. Things will come at the right time. The choice to waste your soul with the type of wishes is yours. Anyway, who are you? I'm the only one who can help you. I know what's her plan. Well, there's one more person who knows about that, but unfortunately that person can't do much for now. What's her plan? Damn it. I had less time than I expected. I'll call the emergency. No. Escape. Do not let her catch you. What are you talking about? She'll do anything to catch you. He fell. He was unconscious. I think he'd run. I ran before anything else happened to me. The scene was already too bizarre for me. When I got home, I immediately looked for my reflex. So you're on my side after all? For 300% of your soul, I can answer that question. Why are some of these wishes so expensive? I mean, come on, 300%? For 5%, I can answer that question. No, I won't spend my soul like that. As soon as my reflex is gone, the doorbell rang. Who is it? A police officer. I need to speak with Mr. Faust. Is he home? Yeah, I'm Faust. Would you like to enter? That won't be necessary. I just want to ask you some questions. A man known as Hog. Your acquaintance? Yeah, but I wouldn't call him a friend. It's not true that you have a mutual friend. Wagner always had a talent for bad companions. I assume that you're not a friend of the man known as Hog. Certainly not. You were seen the next day walking through his neighborhood. What do you do the next day? What were you doing there? And now I can go anywhere I want? Must have been something very important. Urgent, maybe. Because you didn't attend your job that day. Am I right, Mr. Faust? I can't prove anything yet, but my intuition is telling me that you were at Hog's apartment. I will not answer anything else before knowing the reason of these questions. Hog was found dead in his apartment. Just questioning possible witnesses. What if you told me, Mr. Faust? And you haven't told me or forcing me to consider your attitude suspicious. I consider you a suspect in this case. Uh-oh. Officer, you know, my purpose was merely to ask you a few questions, but you are the prime suspect. This whole story is very odd. Something telling me that guilty or innocent, I was going to be arrested. In prison, I wouldn't be able to figure out what was really going on. The cop was fat and clumsy. But I wasn't stupid enough to try to escape. I was thrown in a cell, back of the police station. Wow, this is going places. This cell will be your waiting room until the police chief have enough time to make your testimony. At least I have company now. What's your name, boy? Faust, tell me, what kind of crime did the weird old woman frame you? You made the pact, didn't you? Unfortunately, yes. I also made the pact. Don't know if you noticed, but you cannot talk about the pact with someone who hadn't done it yet. There's that crazy old woman who found a way to get me in jail. She made them believe I killed an idiot known as Hog. I was arrested for the same reason. Shouldn't be surprised. That old woman tells many lies and somehow manages to make everyone believe her. We are innocent, both. Of this crime, at least. She kills Hog herself every time. Every time? When I first met him, he had already died several times. What the hell are you talking about? He was alive and well the last time I saw him. How can you be so sure? The dead do not talk, play basketball, or laugh in my face. And people do not sell their souls in exchange for wishes, right? You know nothing about death. You know nothing about this world. What you assume to be true may be false. What you assume to be false may be true. I didn't trust him at all, but in an awkward way, what he said made sense. I noticed the first time how much I didn't know. Just how stupid and arrogant it was to believe blindly in truth spoken to me. It was like seeing for the first time things who had always been in plain sight. I see. I wasn't wrong about you. I knew you were smart. Hog died the first time a few years ago. He was a drug dealer who got involved with whom he shouldn't. How do you know all this? Let's focus on what's important, okay? Question is, how does a dead man come back to life and just go around walking and talking and all that? Okay, how does a dead person come back to life and blah blah blah? Somehow that strange woman stalks souls of other people and uses them as currency to bring people back. Not as humans, but some sort of undead. When Hog died, the old woman made him an offer he couldn't refuse. She told him she could bring him back to life, but he would have to pay her in a debt before dying again. The amount of soul required to turn someone into undead is enormous. And the deal that the strange woman offered to play Hog was he should pay the double of his amount. Hog thought he could collect enough souls to get credit with that crazy woman, so he could come back to his life when he died, which was very useful for a drug dealer. And that way he is always so desperate to collect souls. But he's very naive. The old woman would never allow that to happen. Whenever he reaches his goal, she finds a way to kill him again. So, in this way, he always comes back to life in debt, which works perfectly well for her plans. In addition to no longer being a human, Hog is now a slave. If only he accepted death, he could rest in peace. Tried to make a bet on your soul, right? Yes. That crazy woman uses people who are afraid of death, such as Hog, to collect as many souls as possible to do who knows what. Found out so much and started to cause troubles when she found a way to get me here. Sorry, but why not just kill you? The old woman is a perfectionist in a macabre sense of humor. If she killed me, she wouldn't not have my soul. She finds it amusing to put all the people who bother her in one place. So all the prisoners that are here are people accused of killing Hog? That makes no sense. Several people accused of the same crime? Wake up, Faust. Stop trying to make everything make sense, okay? We're talking about magic here. It's a type of her magic. She makes people believe in absurdities. You still doubt me? No, you're right, and what you say makes sense. You know something strange in this cell? The mirror. There's no mirror. Besides two inmates talking about souls, you mean? I mean, two guys who made the pact in the same cell would have already been too much of a coincidence. But that's not all. There's nowhere you can see your reflection. He was right, I hadn't noticed. Glasses! Use your own glasses. The cell was absolutely matte. The iron bars were dirty and rusty. There wasn't anything that someone could use to see a reflection. This place has been prepared to receive us. We have no way to make any wishes here. We can wait for the dark reality. What are you talking about? You know, when everything gets dark and weird and mysterious woman appears, demon appears even without any mirror. Mysterious woman? You mean the crazy woman? Not at all. This one is young and attractive. Don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen such a thing as a dark reality. What kind of drugs did Hog give you? I'm thinking about the mysterious woman in the dark world where part of the pact. I wondered if I was the only one who could see them. Oh, Jesus. I cannot help you, Faust. I'm sorry. You are alone. My cellmate didn't seem to see or hear it. Anyway, I figured out how to see my reflection here. So tell me and let's get out of here. No. What do you mean? Can't tell you. It's not that simple. I'll make you talk. No. Oh, these are all, like, negative. I don't want to... Oh, okay. Why are you betraying me now? I'm not trying to harm you. I'd help you if I could. Damn you. I have no choice. The wish I need to make requires a lot of more soul than I have. That's why I need your help. Let's make a deal. What's the plan? I need your soul. And you need to know how to see your reflex here and make us more soul to get out of here. You're going to need my soul. Here's the deal. We will bet all the soul we have against each other. Then we'll let luck decide. Oh, sure, why not? Let's play a game then. I have 3 plastic cups. I'll place a stone inside one of them. Oh, I get it. You'll shuffle the cups and I'll have to guess where the stone is. That's right, let's make this a best-of-3 game, so our chances are even. The winner gets all the soul of the loser. All of it. Isn't that a bit too much? I need all your soul to get out of here. I won't bet for less than that. This game is exactly for being easily cheatable. Cheating is part of the game, that's true. That's why discovering if someone's cheating is also part of the game. If you're caught cheating, you lose the bet. You ready to begin? Sure. He placed the stone in one of the cups and began to shuffle them. He was too good. I couldn't follow his moves. I would have to guess. Okay, what cup is the stone in? I wish I could, like, save. Can I... It's the left one. He lifted the cup and the stone was there. Seems luck is on your side. If you guess it right again, you win. Again, he put the stone in one of the cups, turned it down, and began to shuffle them in very fast movements. If you guess it right, you win. Which cup is the stone in? Save? It's in the center? He lifted the cup and the stone wasn't there. Last round. Once again, he shuffled the cups. Now it's all or nothing. Where's the stone? Right beside me, there was a stone very similar to the one he put in the cup. I thought he could hide it. I thought I could hide it between my fingers and slip it into one of the cups. If he found out, I would lose the bet. I decided it was worth a try. You chose the one. It's in the one in the center. I managed to put the stone in the position in the right place without him noticing it. He lifted the cup and the stone I placed was there. It can't be! This is impossible! You cheated! Oh yeah, how did you know that first? Did you cheat first? Because... Sorry. He closed his eyes and shivered. When he opened his eyes, there was no longer the eyes of a man. They were empty. Blank. Soulless. Oh, I have 150%. Now tell me how you managed to see your reflex. Tell me! Something wasn't right. My scar was burning in pain. Quickly, pain climbed my arm and spread throughout my whole body. It wasn't a common pain. It felt as my soul itself was burning. Silly boy. Your body isn't prepared to obtain a stranger's soul. Uh-oh. Souls are something very unique. Compared to yours, this man's soul isn't good at all. His soul will corrupt yours. How do I stop this? You can't stop it. Your soul will not withstand the shock and will consume itself. It really felt the soul was crashing against mine. It was a violent and destructive soul. Now it's only a matter of time. Maybe if you become more charismatic. That doesn't make sense. For half your soul, I can make you become more charismatic. It's impossible to think straight. You could only on expelling that evil soul. Eject his soul. Yes, it was obvious. But that'd be half of what I just got would be back down to what I was. No, I don't want that. The pain reached 1,000 threshold where I feel nothing. In the blink of an eye, nothing else mattered. The terrible pain, the fact that I was imprisoned, nothing else mattered. I had lost all my soul. Uh-oh. I didn't do that right. The soul door opened, I heard a pretty familiar voice. Someone here got that bone greater than he can chew. Faust, you are exactly the state I needed you to be in. Soulless, haha, come with me. I didn't argue. Why should I? It seemed only natural to obey and be guided. Yes. Let's go, we have many preparations to make. Not so fast. It's alright, honey, he is leaving with me. You're not going anywhere. How dare you? Wait a minute, there's something different about you. You're not under my spell. Not as weak as your other slaves, and you know that. So it's you.
Your ability to control the curse is getting even more annoying.
Bang. He shot her in the head. The old woman fell to the ground. That will hold her for some time.
Damn, boy, you lost all your soul. Doesn't matter now. Come with me, boy.
After running away from the police station, he took me to an abandoned building. Homeless and addicts were using the building as shelter. He took me through a door and scribbled some kind of drawing on the floor. And took me to an isolated room.
I don't have much time, so pay attention. You need to get away from this country as soon as possible. Damn, the way you look right now, you won't get very far. I shouldn't do this. Betray my location. I have no choice.
The demon appeared, but not in the form of the reflection of the police officer, but in the form of a skull.
You should not have called me. Your location will become more obvious to her.
The demon seemed more developed than mine. It had opinions. It advised.
I locked the place. Also, right now, she has bigger concerns. I need you to recover his soul. It will cost you dearly, you know the price. 50% of your soul.
To recover 10% of his soul?
Yeah, I know that.
Just a little bit should be enough.
It is risky. You have never been left with so little of your soul before.
I know, but we have no choice.
So shall it be.
I felt my soul regenerating, and feeling was not good. Comfort of apathy vanished. I didn't recover soul enough to feel good, just enough for me to care about me and what was happening.
How do you feel, boy?
Bad. Really bad.
Great, that's a good sign. Take this envelope. Here's a fake passport and with your photo and a ticket to Panama.
Panama?
Yes, the flight is tomorrow morning. You'll be safe there. I left a snack for you in the corner. Eat, sleep, and go to the airport as soon as the sun rises.
Why are you helping me?
You can't let her find you. Your life is not the only one at stake here. I have to go now. Wait a second. Thank you. Don't worry about that, boy. Just be careful. See you later, boy. Don't get caught.
I'll try. And I stood there alone with my thoughts. I didn't want to run away, but I knew it would not be safe to stay in the country that the old woman pursuing me. I decided to do what the police officer suggested. Eat, sleep, and go straight to the airport. The next morning, I was at the airport. I had only the envelope and my clothes with me. Came to check in for the flight AZ666. Oh yes, the flight to Panama will stop in Dublin.
It's a pretty strange stop for a flight to Panama, isn't it?
Several airports are closed because of bad weather. It's a rather unpleasant coincidence, but Dublin is currently one of the few airports with good weather conditions. If you prefer, we can change your ticket, so you can look for a better flight.
No need to change anything. I couldn't afford to wait. The plan was to leave the country. Ireland or Panama, the important thing was to escape. Far from the old woman. Far from the madness. Uh-oh. Chapter 3. How long is this game? Destiny, Fate, and Destination. I was so tired that I slept soundly throughout the trip. The stewardess had to wake me up and we arrived in Dublin. Excuse me. Where could I take my flight connection to Panama City?
There must be some misunderstanding, sir. There's a direct flight and no flight connection. If I may add, it would be quite strange to make a stop in Dublin on a flight to Panama.
Yeah, I know, it makes no sense, but that's what I was told. It's written here on my ticket, look.
1 minute, please. Let me check, sir. So I don't know how to explain this, for I'm sorry for what happened. Your connection wasn't in the city. I don't know how the attendants didn't notice you were embarking on this flight with the wrong ticket.
What about the bad weather?
Bad weather? The only way I could justify connection in Dublin would be the world was coming to an end. Where did you learn geography? Don't worry, sir. We can book your flight for Panama tomorrow morning. And I'll have to wait here? You'll be staying at a nearby hotel, at our expense, of course.
Oh, thanks for helping. Oh, hi. I was not satisfied, but I knew it was important to be out of the country. The idea to walk around and enjoy Dublin didn't seem bad at all. The girl passed by, close to me. She seemed familiar, and there was something special about her. Suddenly, I realized that I knew her. The girl was Peg. I felt I needed to say something. Hey. She didn't recognize me right away.
Faust?
Hey, yeah, I'm passing by. I had a problem with my flight, so I'll have to stay here in Dublin. And I saw you and wondered...
I know! You saw me and thought, who is that crazy girl talking to herself?
Talking to herself. Did she also make the... I wasn't expecting to find her. I was so puzzled to... I said the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah, nice to see you. Nice to see you too. But why did you come to Dublin? Pleasure or business, madam? Business. I guess I may move here. I have an opportunity here, but what about you? What are you doing around here? I had a connection, but I had a few problems, so I have to stay in Dublin tonight. Oh yeah, you already said it. She was nervous, I could easily tell. Anyway, what a coincidence. I need to get to my hotel now, so I need to get going. But listen, there's a pub I heard of. Do you want me to meet me there? Yeah, I would love to see you again. What's the pub called? The Cursed Soul. It's easy to find. Just ask any cabbie. I'll be there by 9, probably. Great. I'll meet you there, then. See ya! The hotel room was simple but neat. With a crying clown painting in the background. That's really, really disturbing. Took a bath and changed my clothes. After a while, someone knocked at my door. The door... Hello? The door opened and a black man came in. I appreciate it if strange people stop coming out of nowhere. Damn you, Faust! All the bloody places in the world, why did you come to Ireland? What's wrong with you? There's a strange thing about him. One of the man's eyes was green. Just one. This was happening all the time. You're supposed to be in Panama! How did you know that? You need to leave this place immediately. You didn't answer my question, pal. Trust me. The less you know, the better for you. She's too powerful here. I can't protect you here. Protect me? Yes, from the witch. This is her land. She was born in these lands. Here, her powers are stronger and she can manipulate any kinds of energies. We need to get you out of here immediately. We need to go. I'll leave tomorrow. Where are you going? Panama? Her powers are stronger in Dublin, but the lands are nearby. Are you sure you will do exactly as I say this time? I need you to leave this country. Yes, I'll leave. I'm here by mistake. I already have the correct ticket and all that. Alright, but be careful, she's around here. Don't leave Dublin. Do not get by any means close to Galway. Hey, wait. What do you bloody want now? Who are you? The less you know, the better for you. Just get on that bloody flight to the magical city of Panama and carry on with your life. Took care of everything. You'll be okay there. Bye, mate. I need to know the truth, damn it. You need to go to a safer place, that's what you need. And after that sentence, he was gone. I just take a nap, I was tired. Then I woke up. It was night. I wanted to enjoy the city. I thought it would be a good idea to go out and find me a nice pub. Went to the pub Peg had told me about. This feels really bad. The name seemed ironically appropriate. Yeah. Hi, how can I help you, fellow? This pub has an interesting name. The Cursed Soul. I should be giving this guy an Irish voice. That's a typical pub with an unusual history. In the early 20th century, a famous master brewer built this place. He always dreamed of having a pub, share the joy, and people create bonds, he said. But he was always broke, he loved to gamble and always lost everything. One day, he said he had won a big bet, and all the money he needed, but he was not happy. And why not? Perhaps because the emptiness we feel after getting on what we want for an exchange for who we are. The fact that he committed suicide on the opening day. That is macabre. Even more macabre is he changed the name of the pub in short notice. Cursed Soul wasn't the original name. He said he knew the name to represent the price he paid for the pub to last forever. Well, the pub is still here, firm and strong after all this time. Now, you tell me, fella. You think you know what happens when someone commits suicide? I have no idea. A guy like you always has some ideas. You're creative. See beyond the obvious. I can't see an inch further from my nose. Why do you think I use these lenses? I always tell you that. Tell the story of the pub. And I ask the same question, but I'll never forget the answer an old lady gave me. What'd she say? A person who commits suicide leaves part of their soul behind forever. That part of the soul transforms itself and becomes something new, separated from its source. Spends its days there, working to prevent other people from making the same mistake. I've heard stories of this kind. And she said more. She said that some witches are able to trap and enslave these souls, and use them to influence others. I keep changing this guy's accent and voice, but he's like the same guy that was at the pub at the beginning of the game. I don't know. They speak things in other people's ears, convincing them to do things they don't want to do. Backs, trades, betting. That woman is very creative. Creative indeed. Creativity is the most underrated tool, and the most powerful one. It's through creativity that we see the mirror of reality and unveil the truth. Makes sense? You have much to learn, Faust. How do you know my name? Heard it last time, don't you remember? No, last time, but I have never been here. It's okay, fella. By the way, you may call me Garson. I am not feeling well. I'm feeling some kind of vertigo. Look at this. This one. Oh my god. Well, well, well. I was wondering when he'd show up again. Did you miss me, honey? The bartender seems to know some things. Now, I know what you were here. Another slave of the witch. Such harsh words for a boy. This is how you thank me for having helped you so much? Helped? You did was give me stupid ideas. But I gave you the good advice, more than I could have given. As a result if you only listened to the bad ones. I'm very close to getting rid of her. Will you help me? And why would I help you? One hand washes the other, as you would say. I want to get rid of her, and you too. Okay, I'm listening. Can't go into details now. She may listen. She vanished, once again alone with the bartender. Enough talking, you came here to drink. Beer would be great. Come on it, fella. I'd barely taken the first sip when she appeared. You started without me? I'll have to run to catch up with you. Still wasn't feeling comfortable with her. I couldn't understand. I even sold a part of my soul to a chance with her. It was part of her charm. It had gone away with the soul I sold. I wasn't meant to be in Dublin, but I was, and so was she. I'd already late, and I decided to go back to my hotel room. Oh, I totally ignored her there. On the way back, I found a person I knew better than I would like to.
I knew you were easy to bring here, Faust.
What do you want from me?
This time, no one... He will not protect you.
Looked behind me and saw the man in the suit.
Faust, run! Shut up!
Whoa, is he... Oh, she made a gesture with her cane and the poor man rose above the ground.
I can break each one of the...
Another gesture and a dreadful snap, his leg twisted. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Bones.
His arms began to twist.
Of your...
With small gestures of each one of his fingers twitched.
Body. And killed you infinite times, and you have to wait. And you will still not have what you deserve. For killing... my son. I'm sorry, there was nothing else I could do. As soon as my son gets a new body, we will change the past. Each one of his descendants, yours and your children with that woman, all Fausts.
Oh, so this actually is a continuation of the Faust. Okay, I got it.
All of them will no longer exist, and my son will have had the life that you denied us.
She made one last gesture with her hand, and his neck was broken. The woman was dangerous. I hadn't understood what she wanted to do with me. But I knew I had to face her head on. I rushed up to with her ready to hit her. Take this, you crazy old witch! My fist stopped completely. Couldn't move any muscle in my body.
Your luck is what I need. Your luck is that I need your whole body.
Those are the last words I heard before passing out. Oh, Jesus. I woke up without knowing how long I'd been sleeping. I was laid down, arms outstretched. Behind my head, a tombstone under an old tree around me. Symbols drawn with some sort of white power. Back to me facing the moon was the witch. Tried to move, but my body was paralyzed. What is this place?
Under the ground, immediately below you, in the same position are the bones of my son. It's been too long, hundreds of years. We waited so long for this moment. Finally, I will be able to fix it all, to make it right, to change the past.
And what do I have to do with all this?
When my son died 666 years ago, I started a ritual. A ritual with which last step must be done by him using your body. The body that was supposed to be his.
What do you mean it was supposed to be his?
That man with green eyes is the father of my son. When he allowed my son to get killed by the church, he broke the fate of our heritage. I was supposed to have grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Instead, I watched the lineage of that woman proliferate, a Catholic woman whom he married. You are the descendant of that man, Faust. Born the same day as my son, evening of April 30th. You should have been the reincarnation of him.
Reincarnation does not exist.
As I told you, it makes no difference whether you believe it or not. After all this banter with selling your soul and other things, you still doubt what you see?
I am crazy. I must be crazy.
When my son died, I've imprisoned a part of his soul with me. And the part of his soul that I had a bond with, that man I've abandoned. The part is within you.
So, this is why I've always felt incomplete.
Yes, but you'll be whole pretty soon. Although you wouldn't remember anything, when the soul of my son will take over your body, his personality will take precedence over yours. I want nothing of that man, my son. When he and I get together again, we'll use this dagger to complete the ritual, and history shall be rewritten.
Why are you doing this only now?
It needed to be today. Today is the day that my son died, the anniversary of his death. I've kept my eye on you for a long time. Do you remember the first time you saw me?
At the bus stop?
No, the first time was a moment before that.
Oh, you were born the same day as my son. There's a 1 in 365 chance. That's all I need, thank you. Why are you telling me all this?
One of our conditions for the ritual is that you know exactly what is being done. Condition I have just fulfilled to the letter. I have followed you from afar since the day you were born, and guaranteed that your life was the most tedious possible. After all, I needed you to make the pact, so you would end up selling as much of your soul as possible. The less soul you have in this body of yours, the easier it shall be for my son to take control over your personality. You have no more than a glimpse of soul, without the will to live. You'll be not a match for my son. He shall take over your personality, and you will cease to exist for him. If you do not resist, it will be less painful.
She stuck the dagger on my left hand. Ah! I felt an excruciating pain. It was terrible. I'm still trying to be quiet. There are other people here. I felt an excruciating pain. It was terrible. I could scream, but I could not struggle.
In fact, it is painful anyway.
Her voice sounded distant. Very distant. I opened my eyes. It was like I was at the bottom of an endless ocean. I love Endless Ocean. That is one of my favorite games. I have both of them. I want to play one of them on the channel. Except for I don't know how much of a game it is to play on the channel. I wonder if I was dying. You're still alive? Where am I? We're inside your mind. The exact moment we are sharing your body. Friendly for now. Who are you? My name is Cedric. My mother must have already spoken to you about me. What do you want from me? I thought you already knew that. My mother wants me to put me in your body. She wants me to take over your mind. The ritual has begun. Do not fight. Why would I do that? We can make a deal. Deal? I hate my mother, that manipulative hell of a witch. She kept me a prisoner all this time. She just wants to have control over everything. I have no intention of following her plan. I don't believe we can live as one whole. We can share the same body? One of us might always be in control. Which one of us? You, me? Depends on who has the strongest will. It's not so bad. The one that is not in control can still be heard. Sure, why not? Do you trust him, Faust? How nice and cute. For me, it doesn't matter. I want to get rid of her power and control over me. You should not be here. After my little adventure with Faust, I have enough power to do this and much more. What's happening? That witch imprisoned me. She took my better side, transforming me in this simple being, and enslaved me. She forced me to use my gifts, to trick men and women in order to make them trade for their souls for their foolish desires. You're just another one of her slaves? You just accepted to serve her in order to escape the punishment for suicide. You know very well who is responsible for my suicide. Your mother manipulated me into doing what I did. It's like she's been doing for centuries with so many people. It's your fault. I'm not guilty of my mother's actions. I didn't ask to die. No, but she was only able to keep you imprisoned with her because you accepted to. I didn't want to die, for God's sake. I couldn't imagine she would go through all this. Change the past? How many souls has she collected to do this? She is already weak for having started the ritual. Give me what's left of your soul, Faust, so I can have a body and then enough power to vanquish her. All my soul? You are already condemned. At least she won't be able to alter the past this way. You're really gonna give her all your soul so you can get rid of all this? My deal is a better option, Faust. Faust, don't believe him. Once he gets in your body, he will imprison your personality. If you take my deal, I'll grant you a wish. Even though your personality might be gone, I shall grant it to you. And how do I know you're going to grant it all? Let's make a bet. I bet 100% of my soul that I will fulfill my promise. If that means that I do not fulfill it, I'll lose all my soul and control over the body and it will all be yours. She finishes the ritual and finishes your mother's... If she finishes the ritual and he finishes his mother's ritual, your father, your grandfather, and all your ancestors from the last 666 years shall not exist anymore. They shall simply be gone. And of course, you shall not exist either. Time in that place was a strange thing. I could not define what was taking the fastest decision in my whole life, or if hours went by while I was deciding. No solution seemed good enough, so... I decided to face him. I won't make a deal with anybody. Whoa! Oh! I can scroll it. Why can I scroll it? What the heck? Okay, that's weird. I'm just gonna leave it where it was, just for my cropping, just as easier. That's... Why can you scroll it? There's already missing text. Okay, whatever. I won't make a deal with anybody. Silly boy, he is much more powerful than you. This is my body. This is my mind. This is my soul. Get out of here now. Silly boy, if that's what you want, deal with him by yourself. You're brave, Faust. You really are a part of me. My body and soul are mine. A sword made of dark light appeared in his hand. This is your end, Faust. Say goodbye. Jumping at me, he struck as hard as he could. But before he could hit me, something stopped him. What is this? It is the berry of your will. That's why it is necessary for you to sell a large part of your soul. You don't have enough power to stop me. You really think this burial will stop me? This cynical and weak will? Cedric gave the barrier a blow with the sword, and my weak protection shattered. You spent your whole soul with useless desires. He plunged the sword into my chest, and I was absorbed. I woke up, but I was not in control of my body anymore. I could just watch Cedric control everything.
My son, is that you?
Yes, Mother, it is me.
Here it is, my son. Finish the ritual. Use your blood to rewrite history. Alter destiny. Fix everything.
Then I saw myself looking at the dagger, considering what to do. I saw myself throwing the book away and plunging the dagger into her heart.
But why? Ah!
You've imprisoned me for so long. You could have let me go. I could have already lived another life.
But my son, it wouldn't have been you.
Die for once, witch. After some time, many people have come to this pub. However, none of them are ordinary people. Ordinary people just don't see it. They go by without even noticing the pub. Only the insane, restless, and misfits find this place. And take the man sitting in front of me, for example. The son of a crazy mother and a cursed father. He had his personality split in two forever because he doesn't want to reunite with his other self. It's only half of himself. The other half lives silently inside him. Or the man who got the freedom he wanted. But that will never be complete. You have no idea how right you are. You don't know how right I am, my dear Cedric. Oh, that's his father? Okay, so I was part of that other guy the whole time. Oh man, that was cool. That was really cool. And I can see there's probably tons of other things to do in that. All right, we'll let this the credits scroll because, as always, these people are just as important to me playing this game and playing this on the channel as you guys are for watching it, as I am for playing it. That was cool. That was really cool. I really liked the way that they implemented the you make choices, but also some of the choices are affected by the attributes that you chose at the beginning. That's kind of cool, and I wonder how different that could have gone. Obviously, there was at least 3 endings, but I have a feeling like some of that could have gone completely differently. Man, that was really cool. Wayne Williamson. These look like Kickstarter backers or something. It looks like a special thanks. I kind of missed what the beginning of this was. That's a long list. Yeah, so if you guys want to go play this game for yourself, it's on Steam. And if you guys get different, like, tell me what other things that you found, what other things you saw. How many different endings there are, things like that. Yeah, Special thanks to Giltherm Campos. Play comics games. That was, yeah, it was very cool. So that is about all the time I've got for this episode. Do I just go back now? Yeah. Achievements. Impossible to, wow. Well, I got a bunch of the ending ones deep down. Alright, so that's about the time I got for this episode. Like and subscribe if you liked the episode. Ring that bell if you'd like to see more. Good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye!